What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to make a quick little video on a little bit of a gold farming grinding spot. You could probably grind there if you wanted to. What it is, it's going to be a location in Shadowmoon Valley. I'll show you guys here in a second. Right now I'm kind of in the process of flying there. I'm doing that in the background, but I found this spot yesterday. Today is what, the 13th, which is Sunday the 13th. I found it the other day. I'm not entirely sure how many people use this spot for grinding because it seems pretty good. I did see a few smaller groups of people like going there to do a quest. I'm pretty sure there's a quest up there and in this location, and so there's like small groups of like 2 and 3, some full groups, stuff like that. But I did see a couple of solo players doing it, but not to the extent that I was doing it necessarily. Okay, so this spot that I'm going to show you guys, it could be very lucrative. I farmed this spot for probably close to an hour for one session. Then I went to Karazhan. I did Karazhan, by the way. That was fun. We killed a handful of bosses. We didn't clear it though. So after raid, I came back and farmed for another like hour-ish, and I managed to make somewhere in the ballpark. If I add everything up, I haven't done the actual calculation how much money I made. I'll put in the description down below once I figure all that out, because it'll take a minute to figure it out. I haven't quite done it yet, but I made somewhere in the ballpark, just quick estimation, of between 150 to 200 gold in the matter of an hour of like unoptimized AoE grinding, AoE gold farming, and it was pretty good. So I have a feeling there's more ways to optimize it to get even more kills per hour to make this even more effective. All right, so I'm gonna go in game now and show you guys what's going on. Show you guys what I got going on here. I'm pretty close. All right, so right now I'm right outside of the Black Temple. All right, let me hop back on my mount. It's the easiest way to travel now that I'm level 70. Yeah, I recently hit level 70, by the way. Little update there. I got my flying mount. I did this because I want to get my epic flying mount, and right now I'm at 4,700. I'm not too far off. We're getting there. My gear for the people that are curious about the gear I have right now, my spell damage right now is at 239, unbuffed at 239. So I'll show you, because this guy's gonna attack me because I want to mine this. But you can see like my damage just solo is not great, but that's bound to happen. You're a protection paladin. You do very like light 1v1 damage. It's very light. But if you have 15 targets, it's a completely different story. 15 to 20 targets, completely different. I'll show you guys how much DPS I can do with this. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Now if I had even better gear, this would be bozo bonkers. Bozo bonkers. All right, so my gear right now is it's a mix of questing gear. Oh, somebody's doing it. Wow. Oh, this dude is doing exactly what I was gonna demonstrate. He's doing it very well, actually. He has the Crystal Spire Reflect item, Dragon Breath Chili, very smart. His Retribution Aura, very smart. Yep. Yeah, he's doing exactly what I'm doing to make money. He has the same idea. Okay, so how this works, since he's doing it right now, I won't be able to show you guys how I do it, but he's doing exactly what I planned on showing you guys what to do. Now I'll cut in some footage of me actually doing it at some point in this video, but how this works is there's all these NPCs right here. these demon hunter they're like training on each other, and there's groups of 2, and there's probably somewhere in the ballpark of 20 to 30 of them in this courtyard, and they hit extremely fast, and they don't hit very hard. So it's ideal for prop paladin farming like this, because there's a few key items like to a good grinding spot for prop paladin. Now you want to look for like close groupings of the mobs, all melee targets, because if you have any casters, it kind of throws a monkey wrench into the situation. And you don't want them to have any special abilities, like healing, for instance. If they do any self-heals, it kind of messes with how fast you can kill them, and ultimately how many you can kill per hour, really. If they have other special abilities, it's not a big deal. But mainly, if they heal, that makes it a little harder than it needs to be. Now, these guys, their special ability that they do that is kind of unique is when they get to low HP, they pop evasion. And it doesn't really change anything for prop paladin, because we have all that reflect damage, and you can't avoid that. So consecrate, they can't dodge that. All they can dodge is our swing, our auto swing, and we barely do any of that because it's mostly just consecrate and holy shield, reflect damage, stuff like that. So it's a little bit different. Whenever you do this grinding spot, the only thing you really need to worry about is this guy right here. He has 55k HP. What's his name? Nathan? Ethereal? You want to watch out for him. He hits really hard, and he turns into a demon at a certain point, and you just want to avoid him. You really just want to avoid him. It's not worth messing with him. So all these guys that are out here in the courtyard, you can grab them, but just watch out for him. I usually mark him so I know where he's at all the time. And I'm pretty sure he's a quest mob, because people come up here every once in a while to kill him. I found that out after, doing this for a little while. So this grind spot's very good. It's a very good spot. It's right outside of Black Temple. It's in this little courtyard area. And depending on your server will depend on how many people are actually doing this. Now, this prop paladin here that was just doing this pull, that's the first time I've seen him. Now, after the 2 days that I've been doing this, I've never seen anybody else doing this besides, small groups of people, and then this prop paladin. He's the only other prop paladin I've seen do this on this server. I'm on Windseeker server, by the way. So he's a very smart guy. He's making some serious money, because from this farming spot, I was able to farm 400 netherweave cloth in the 2 hours that I was farming this. 400 netherweave cloth. No joke. No joke. I sold it all. I dumped it all on the auction house last night, and it all sold because I undercut everybody else. Just because I had such a sheer massive number of cloth, and I just wanted to get rid of it. I just sold it relatively cheap. So I got a pretty good deal at it for just like 2 hours, and it made me a little bit of money. But the point is, you can get a few key items from this. You can get the cloth. You can get random greens, potentially BOE world drops, obviously. You can also get the Scryer's reputation items, the books, what are they called, the arcane tomes, and then you can also get those signet rings. And both of those sell very well, depending on how many people on your server are doing Scryer's reputation. Right now, the books on this server are like 15 gold, and the rings are like around a gold a piece. I got 90 rings. They look like rings. I got 90 signets and eight books in the 2 hours or so that I was farming this. Like, you can make some good money doing this. And like some items that I would recommend that you look into. I'm gonna start using these because I was leveling up my blacksmithing, and it might help a little bit, but it's not necessarily needed. Lesser ward of shielding. All this is gonna do is gonna absorb 1,000 points of damage on my when I block. So it's just gonna reduce the damage I take, so I can pull maybe more. Another item that you might look into is like the greater rune of warding. This one specifically is the higher level one. You need corium bars for it. You put it on your chest piece, and it has a chance to absorb 400 points of damage. Physical damage specifically. And these guys all do physical damage, so this would be really good. There's also a lesser version that does 200 points of damage, which would also be cheaper and, you know, pretty close. So it's just a cheaper alternative. These are like 4 gold on the auction house, and they last an hour. Another item that would also be pretty beneficial for doing this is, say wizard oils. You get 42 spell damage for an hour. It'll increase your DPS by a little bit. But so like the more spell damage you have and the more avoidance, the easier time you'll have doing this. Like right now, my avoidance and defense right now is, it's at 51.3. And I'm using that macro, by the way, that I posted in the past video. My avoidance macro. It's at 51.3 right now without holy shield or anything. You can see right here. 469 defense. So I swapped my gear around a little bit for doing this, for AoE farming. One item that I did bring with me for this is this item from AQ, the reflect damage, nature damage spikes trinket. It's very good. It works very well on this. Any additional damage you can do to these mobs that reflects damage back to them, the better. You'll have a lot better time. A lot better time. Let me see, actually, if I can do a quick little pull right here. Before that other paladin comes back. Because it looks like I don't have any buffs on me. I don't really have any buffs, but that's okay. Alright, so what I usually do here is I'll pop my armor trinket right here. So I reduce my my damage taken a little bit. Drop a consecrate, use wings, and then I'll also use my thorns. Now in these scenarios, now watch the DPS, by the way. In scenarios like this, if you get into trouble, use a healing potion. Also, you know, you got lay on hands. If you get too fucking crazy, it just depends on how many you pull. Now my gear isn't great, so I cannot pull the whole pack. I can't pull the whole pack. It's just too much damage. See right here, I'm taking so much damage. I pulled too many. I'm gonna have to use lay on hands. Yeah, I'm down to 1,000 HP. Yeah, lay on hands. There we go. Yeah. See what I did there? I pulled too many. The guy whispered me, hate to see lay on hands. Was too close. Down to 500 HP. That guy's funny. That guy's funny. Yeah, so that's basically how it goes. I did like 1500 DPS. Gotta get your ass in shattered halls. Alright, so let's see how much shit I make. We're just gonna grab all this shit, loot it up. Because I killed probably, I don't know, 15 to 20 of them, maybe. It's hard to say. There was a handful of them. Son of a bitch. I need that cloak. That's really good. I need to farm steam bolts. No sweat with the figure. I know. I need. Now I'll show you. I'll talk to you about what he's referring to in a second. So consistently on these polls, I was able to do last night and the night before. I was able to do anywhere from 1600 DPS on these polls to 1800 DPS peaking. If you use your wings right when you get to a good location to start AoE farming, or AoE farming and then popping your cooldowns and trinkets and shit, you're able to do a very large amount of damage. I was surprised how much damage I did. See, on this pull right here, I did a lot less because I believe my my sanctuary buff wore off during it because I did it at spur of the moment. I also didn't have any buffs up. Like, I didn't have my wizard oil or the ward of shieldings or anything like that. But you can kind of see the layout of the damage that you do on here, percentage-wise. Consecrate pretty much does everything. It pretty much does everything. Holy Shield is a little bit. Sanctuary's a little bit. Melee's very little. Ret Aura is 5%. The Trinket did 2.4k damage in total against all those mobs, which is about how much it does usually. 2.4 to 2.5k damage in total, which is like 3% of the total damage done. But it's another source of damage that increases it and makes it easier to kill him. Yeah, I'm like just gonna cruise over here. But the Trinket he's talking about, that he keeps telling me to get, because it is, you really want this Trinket for doing stuff like this. It's really good. This figurine of the Colossus, it drops in Shattered Halls. I need to farm this place to get it. It increases your block rating by 32, which at 32 block rating is very high. That would increase my block chance from 14 to like 16. Like, that's just a ballpark. It would go up like 3%. It would go up a lot. And then when you use this Trinket, each successful block, it heals you for 120 damage. Now, for 20 seconds. This would heal me to full if I used it on that last pull. Just because how many mobs are attacking me constantly and how high my shield block is. This would be amazing. You want this Trinket if you are farming, doing it. Any AoE farming on a prop paladin. It is very, 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 very good. I'd highly recommend it. It's really good for warriors too, because they have minimal healing they can even do. Anyway, but that's what it is. I just wanted to make a quick little video about it. I doubt this turned out to be a very quick video, but yeah, nice little spot. If you got a prop paladin and you're looking to make some money, you know, hey, check this spot out. You might be able to pull it off. Start with a couple of packs, maybe 2 or 3 of them. See how it goes, and then keep building up, and doing more and more and more of them until you find your limit. Because I've died here a couple of times. It's definitely not brain dead easy, but it is easy. You can definitely die from this, but just test your limits, see how many you can do. Once you get better and better gear, you can pull more. Like that guy there, he's able to pull pretty much that whole pack. Once they spawn, he can pull pretty much all of them. He has like the tier 4 headpiece. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he has decent gear. So just test your limits. You know, feel it out, see how many you can pull at a time. And best of luck to you. You know, if you're really lucky, you might get some BOE drops. You know, make some serious money. You just might. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you watched it this whole time, I appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want, drop me a question in the comment section down below if you have any questions about this. And see you next time. Peace out, guys.